There are certain moments online that feel small at first, but then suddenly explode into something much bigger. And when Emma Chamberlain casually admitted she had just gone through a breakup, nobody expected the internet to react the way it did. People weren't just surprised that she opened up. They were convinced this breakup revealed something deeper, something Emma has avoided talking about for years. And once old theories, old music, and old feelings started resurfacing, the entire story took a turn nobody saw coming. Breakups aren't unusual in the YouTube world, but Emma rarely talks about her dating life. She's always been private, guarded, and careful with what she shares. So when she sat down in front of the mic and openly said, "Yeah, I'm going through a breakup right now," fans didn't know what to do with themselves. She explained that it happened just a week before recording and described it in this almost surreal way, as perfect as a breakup could possibly be. Calm conversations. No drama, no screaming, no ghosting, no betrayal. Just two people deciding to go their separate ways. That phrase alone sent people spinning, because nobody really expects a breakup to be peaceful, let alone perfect. Viewers were immediately confused. If it was that gentle, why did it sound like she was holding back something heavier? And why did it feel like she was talking about more than just the relationship ending? The truth is, this wasn't a short-term fling or some casual dating situation. Emma was with Peter McPaulin for nearly 2 years, a real relationship, a serious one, the kind you actually imagine a future with. She talked about how deeply they cared for each other and how much love existed between them. It wasn't messy, it wasn't explosive, but it still hurt. She even admitted that all breakups, no matter how kind or mutual, hit hard. And yet she was able to talk about it calmly, barely a week later. That alone told fans something else was going on internally, something she wasn't fully saying out loud yet. Then she dropped the second bomb. She said she hasn't actually been single since she was 17. Not really. Sure, she's had tiny windows between relationships, but never enough time to truly be alone, reset, or figure out who she is without a partner. And this time, she said she feels it in her gut. She needs to be single for a while. Not 2 months, not a quick break, an actual year, maybe longer. This was the moment everything flipped. Because the second she admitted she always moved on fast, fans remembered something. Or rather, someone. Role model. Tucker. Her most talked about relationship. The one she never fully explained. The one that left fans with 1,000 unanswered questions and 100 theories that never faded no matter how much time passed. And once people connected the dots between her, never being single, her fast transition into dating Peter, and her new breakup, the old rumors exploded back into the spotlight. People have been dissecting that relationship for years, mostly because it ended so quietly. No announcement, no message, no explanation, just silence. Fans said Tucker struggled with LA with the pressure with long distance. Others claimed he emotionally pulled away. Some believed he just couldn't handle the lifestyle Emma needed to pursue. But since neither of them ever explained anything, the internet built its own story piece by piece, lyric by lyric. And now, suddenly, all those theories were resurfacing. Her comments were flooded with people bringing up Tucker again. TikTok edits featuring their old photos surged. People wrote paragraphs explaining why they think they were soulmates. Others begged them to get back together. The wildest part, many fans admitted they never stopped shipping them, even after Emma publicly moved on. But then something happened that made everything 10 times crazier. After opening up on her own podcast, Emma appeared on Owen Thiele's show, something nobody expected. Owen's podcast tends to get extremely honest reactions from guests, mostly because he's unfiltered, sarcastic, and just chaotic enough that people end up saying things they didn't plan to say. And Emma was no exception. After the episode wrapped, they filmed TikToks together. Normal, right? Everyone films TikToks during podcast recordings, but one video changed everything. Emma Chamberlain danced to a role model song. Not just any song, that song. Sally When the Wine Runs Out. A track so connected to Tucker's image that fans basically treat it as his theme music. The moment Emma appeared on screen dancing to it, the internet collectively malfunctioned. People wrote things like, "Is this real life? Did I just hallucinate this? Emma Chamberlain dancing to his song in 2025. Tucker is definitely seeing this on his FYP right now. It felt surreal, like a moment from an alternate universe. For years, Emma avoided anything connected to Tucker in public. No references, no jokes, no reactions. Nothing. She moved on completely, at least externally. And now here she was dancing to his song, smiling, having fun, not caring at all how the internet would react. It felt bold, almost rebellious. Almost like she was saying, "Yeah, I know what you're all thinking." And fans took this as a sign, not that she wanted Tucker back, but that she was finally comfortable acknowledging that part of her life. But the real twist happened during the podcast conversation itself. While talking about her newest breakup, Emma mentioned something interesting. When she met Peter, she didn't even know he made music. She found out after they met and she joked, "Oh no, not this again." Anyone listening immediately knew she was referencing her past relationship with an artist. And then out of nowhere, Owen jumped in with the line, "Here we go again," which just so happens to be a lyric from Sally when the wine runs out. The internet paused. Did he do that on purpose? Was that a coincidence? Was Emma secretly acknowledging the reference? People replayed that clip over and over, convinced it wasn't accidental. Because the timing, right after she mentioned dating another musician, felt a little too perfect. And then came her most personal admission of all. Emma said she has learned more about her own relationships through music than through actual conversations with the person she was dating. She said she would listen to their lyrics and pick apart every line, every metaphor, trying to understand how they truly felt. She even admitted that she would analyze their songs on Genius like any other fan, searching for hidden meaning. Fans couldn't believe it. That's exactly what they did with Tucker's music. And now Emma was confirming that she did it too, not as speculation, but because she genuinely wanted to understand the relationship better. That revelation alone reignited every theory people have had about which songs were about her. But instead of letting the internet run wild, Emma pivoted the conversation in a surprising way. She said that even though the breakup with Peter hurt, she actually feels strong right now. Motivated. Independent. She wants to do things she hasn't done before, make choices she's avoided, and experience life as a single person for the first time in years. She even said she wants to have fun. Real fun. Not the polished influencer version of fun she's associated with. Fans called this her rebirth era. A moment where she's stepping into a version of herself she never had time to explore. No boyfriend. No partnership. No immediate relationship to jump into. Just Emma, the real Emma, making choices for herself. But what people seem to miss in all the chaos, all the theories, and all the speculation is something much bigger. This breakup didn't just end a relationship. It closed a chapter of her life that she's been stuck in since she was a teenager. The chapter where she always needed someone next to her, where she moved from one relationship to another without breathing, and where she learned about her own heartbreak through someone else's lyrics. Now, for the first time, she's choosing to be fully alone. Not in a sad way, not in a defeated way, but in a powerful, self-aware way. A way that suggests she's finally taking control of her story instead of letting the internet, her relationships, or her past define it. So yes, Emma Chamberlain danced to a role model song. And yes, fans freaked out about it. But maybe the point isn't that she revisited something from her past. Maybe the point is that she's finally unafraid of it. And as she steps into this new era of independence, confidence, and openness, the real question isn't whether she'll get back together with someone. It's who Emma Chamberlain becomes when the only person she's responsible for is herself. Because whatever comes next, whether it's healing, chaos, reinvention, or something entirely unexpected, it's clear she's finally ready to experience life on her own terms. And that might be the most surprising part of this.